This is now a new unit of maths that I'm going to record videos for, and it's about converting units of measurement. So for lesson 1, we just want to go through the basics and make sure that you've remembered what you've learned so far. So out of the 5 units of measurement there, centimetres, metres, kilograms, kilometres and grams, which is the most appropriate for measuring the weight of a pencil, the length of a classroom and the height of a mountain? And I would suggest the answers for those are grams for the weight of a pencil, metres for the length of a classroom, and depending on which mountain, metres or kilometres. If you had a small carton of juice, which is most likely to be the correct measurement? 250 litres, 250 millilitres, or 250 grams? My cat says 250 millilitres. Why don't you pause the video and have a look at the things that you've got in your fridge that are measured in millilitres, if you're not sure just how big a millilitre or a litre are. If a pencil is 9 centimetres long, how many millimetres is it? How do you calculate that, and why do you do that calculation? So the answer is it would be 90 millimetres. And you calculate it by multiplying the number of centimetres by 10 because there are 10 millimetres in a centimetre. Here's another couple of questions for you. Fill in the blanks. 100 centimetres is how many metres? 1 kilogram is how many grams? 2.6 litres is 2 litres and how many millilitres? And then there's a bar model there, 1.2 litres across the top, 1000 millilitres on the right hand bottom rectangle, and how many millilitres on the bottom left hand one. Pause the video and think about what you'd fill into the gaps. And there are your answers. 100 centimetres is 1 metre, 1 kilogram is 1000 grams, so 2.6 litres is 2 litres and 600 millilitres because there are 1000 millilitres in a litre. Milli and kilo both stand for 1000. And so therefore at the bottom in the bar model, the missing space is 200 millilitres. People often get litres muddled up. You really need to remember there are 1000 millilitres in a litre. Here's a common mistake that people make. My pen against the ruler above it is 12 centimetres long. Am I right or am I wrong, and why? Clearly I'm wrong, aren't I? Because I haven't started from 0. That is something that people often make a mistake with. How long would my pen actually be if I'd started from 0? There we go. It would be about 8 centimetres long. Just to show you I've been practicing my art, here is a question for you. This is a standard door. My dog is approximately 1/4 of the height of the door, and I am approximately 3 times the height of my dog. Can you estimate how tall the dog, the door and I all are roughly? If a door is approximately 2 metres high, and my dog is 1/4 the height of that, then my dog is approximately 50 centimetres. So therefore, if I'm 3 times the height of my dog, I'm approximately 150 centimetres. Time is also a part of measurement that you need to be familiar with, not just reading the time, but working out timetables. So here's a train timetable. It's a made-up one. Trains from Hove to Gatwick. So the train from Hove at 07:33 arrives at Gatwick at 08:09. The 7:49 arrives at 8:37 and the 7:52 arrives at 8:51. However, there's been an announcement and all the trains will be 3/4 of an hour late. Which one will get to Gatwick closest to 9:07. So pause the video and work out 3/4 of an hour added on to the arrival time at Gatwick. And here are the times that the trains will arrive. Now, to work those out, there are several different ways you can do it. But what I did with the very first one was I added 45 minutes, because that's 3/4 of an hour, onto my 9 minutes that I'd got, 8:09, to give me 8:54. That was easy because it didn't go over the hour. But then for the second one, where it will go over the hour, I then took my 45 minutes and subtracted from it how many minutes there were remaining until 9 o'clock. So from 8:37 up to 9 o'clock there were 23 more minutes. So I worked out that 45 minutes minus those 23 left me with 22 more minutes past 9 o'clock. And then I did the same thing again for the last one. So which one of those is closest to 9:07? And it's going to be one of the first two, isn't it? So with the first one, I've taken 9:07 and I've counted backwards to 8:54 and I've discovered that there's 13 minutes. For the second one, I've taken 9:22, which is my new arrival time, and counted backwards to 9:07 and found 15 minutes. And so therefore, the best train to get would be that very first one, especially if you're catching a plane at 9:07 and you don't want to be late. Hey, that's the end of this video. There will be more to come on converting measures. Bye.